Okay, we are live. All right. Good evening, everybody. This is episode 20 of EdTech Mixed Plate, and we're coming at you tonight with Minecraft EDU again for the third time. But this time we are all in the server, and we're going to have a little fun tonight. So if you're watching out there live, you can watch as we chop down trees and kill chickens and shoot arrows and stuff. But before we jump into Minecraft, just want to remind everybody, we don't have any show notes specifically for tonight, but you can revisit our show notes from our last two episodes. There's the link to our show notes from the last time. There's plenty of Minecraft resource links and information and such. The link is bit.ly/mixedplate18-19. And don't forget to check out our website for archives, videos, and show notes. That's bit.ly/edtechmixedplate. Let's introduce ourselves for those of you who are new out there. My name is Mike Fricano. I'm a technology coordinator at Mililani EK Elementary School. We'll go with Megan. Want to introduce yourself?
Hey, I'm Megan Cummings, technology coordinator at Halikula Elementary School.
Awesome. And Michelle?
Hi, I'm Michelle Carlson Colte. I'm a librarian at Halikula Elementary School.
Rachel?
Hi, I'm Rachel Armstrong. I'm a 5th grade teacher at Halikula Elementary School.
And Sean's joining us again tonight. Sean, you want to introduce yourself?
Aloha everyone, my name is Sean Connors. I'm a design teacher at Leisureland Academy, and I also run the school's middle school Minecraft club.
And we have a special guest joining us again for the third time. Appreciate him joining us and teaching us all that he knows about Minecraft. Can you introduce yourself, Shane?
Yeah, my name is Shane Asselstine. I am the technology and curriculum coordinator at Mililani Elementary School. This is my first, I'm just finishing up my first full year of integrating Minecraft into my classroom as a learning tool.
Well, he's got some really amazing things to show us tonight in Minecraft. We were all able to get into the server, so if we can switch over to our Minecraft windows, everyone.
Okay.
And Shane's going to share one of his worlds that he created for his students, and he's going to walk us through the different aspects of his world tonight and how he uses Minecraft to teach. So I'm going to get into my Minecraft over here. Things might slow down a little bit as we transition.
Okay, so while everybody's transitioning, I guess I'll just briefly talk about this map. So I do have two different ways of teaching with Minecraft. So during the class time, during instructional time, I actually teach Minecraft, and I'm worried about standards and all that kind of stuff, and making sure that we're doing some type of assessment, that kind of thing. So I know there are people out there that are like, oh, but Minecraft's this open box sandbox thing. You shouldn't constrict it to this and that. And well, unfortunately, like I said in the past, we all have people to answer to. So so that I can continue to use this, I make sure I integrate this stuff, and I'm hoping that I've integrated enough and not made it too educationalized where it becomes boring for the kids. And if it's any indication, my kids are actually upset that I'm closing classes a week early this year, so they still wanted to come one more time to get into their world and stuff. My 6th graders are basically seeing me every day because they're not going to come back again. And anyway, then I have my other kind of group, which is kind of, I guess, like Sean's middle school Minecraft club, where we have more creative building, and if we have time tonight, what I want to do is maybe switch servers and show you the city that my kids have been building, which I think would be just awesome for you guys to come and walk through that city and see the kind of creative things they're doing.
Yeah. I just want to remind everybody out there, if you want to participate in the conversation, you can do so via the Q&A app. So ask us questions. We'll try to monitor it as best we can as we dive into Minecraft tonight. And I see Peggy George is with us again tonight, so we appreciate you staying up late with us, Peggy. She says, hi, everyone. Looking forward to part 3. Greetings from Phoenix, Arizona. Thanks, Peggy.
All right. So this map in particular focuses on graphing. And what I've done is I've tried to incorporate game mechanics with graphing and still cover my standards. So we have all these wonderful students in here, and we're going to start walking through. So all maps will start off with an introduction standard. So by right-clicking on these info blocks, you can, whoever is currently screen sharing can show that, these are the standards that will be covered throughout this map.
Well, I'm looking at one right now. It says the graphing zone.
Yes, that's the title of the map.
Cool.
Yeah.
So he's got all the standards listed here.
Yeah. And this is one of the maps that I believe I have available for download if you wanted to download it and play with it, customize it, do whatever you want with it. The basic work is done if you want to just build onto it. All right, so students, come on over this way, across the bridge. So our first activity is going to be a fishing tournament. And what I will need you to do is come over here first because we're going to talk about pictographs. So come on over here. Yep, come on in. All right. So what I will do with the kids, I'm just going to go over this real brief with you guys. I'm not going to take the whole time, of course. Each of these sections that we're going to visit today is 1 to 2 lessons. So what I'll have the kids do is actually break grass and collect seeds. And when they do that, what they're going to get is, as they break all this grass and collect seeds, for somebody. Right? Then they would come over here and they would actually, in these information, so if you guys get some seeds, you want to come over here and graph with me. I would go ahead and put my name on here. And I would say I collected 2 seeds. And there's the beginnings of my pictograph. Sorry, you guys are in student mode, so you may need a sign. Here. Okay, so just right-click Rachel on the white block there, and then just type your name. Who else? Here, Mike. There's a sign for you.
So you right-click on...
I gave you a sign right here. There. Oh, never mind. Jedi took it. There you go. There's your sign.
EdTech Jedi took my sign.
Sorry about that.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay, so, and then, yeah, there you go, Sean. Right smack in the middle of it, and then you can graph it. There you go. Oops.
Where am I picking up the seeds at? I'm so behind.
Just by breaking the grass. By breaking grass, you should collect seeds. It's never going to be 100%. It's random. I mean, that's part of the game, right? So.
I think I broke the pictograph.
Yeah, that's okay.
Sorry about that.
I see. So we
problem.
place our seeds.
I just get flowers.
Yep. And we'll use this as a learning a starting point to talk about graphs and stuff. So.
Oh. So do you want us to put all of our seeds in the?
Yeah, just as many as you have, and then you should be able to fill it
I only
out.
get flowers.
And then, of course, then the flowers, and we'll discount that data. So we'll talk about, and it's interesting because we'll actually talk to them about valid data versus invalid data. So if I'm only looking for the seeds, would I have counted Sean's flowers? And the kids would, of course, be, no, they're flowers. Blah, blah. So then we understand that, okay, Sean actually has collected 0 seeds, but he has a ton of item frames in his inventory now. So all right. So this one maybe is a little more manageable. This one here, if you open up that chest, you should get some Chuck Norris heads. And then I asked the kids, of course, well, what protein did you eat last night? We'll take an informal survey. And what I'll have them do, so now they should be automatically in inventory there, Mike, in your action bar.
Oh, did I take all of them?
No. It automatically gives you a set of them. So just close the chest and move on, and then Rachel can pick up hers.
Okay.
It's just a game mechanic that I use to, you'll see there's a command block underneath there that automatically gives you a set amount of those. So if you now come over here, Mike, and you say, okay, well, you took a survey in the class, Mike, and say 6 kids had chicken. So we put 6 heads across the chicken one. And say 2 people had fish. So go ahead, Rachel, and say, show me that 2 people had fish. And Megan, if you could show me, or Michelle, since you're in the box, go ahead and show me that 4 people had beef in our class. So you see how we're using those skills of building an actual pictograph to represent
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's a neat idea.
Yeah, I like that.
And how do you open the box?
You just right-click on it and then
Right.
close it. It's kind of confusing at first to the kids because there's nothing in it because it automatically gives you the items. That's why. So.
Hey, Shane,
Yes, sir.
I think you mentioned this earlier, but Peggy is asking in the Q&A if this map is available for others to download.
Yes, it's on the World Share site.
It's on the World Share site.
And I think we shared it in the first set of notes.
And the notes, okay.
The
So if you look
Teacher
for the-
Gaming World Share site has all of my maps that I have published. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you say that one more time?
Goodness,
What-
flowers.
sorry, you want me to? I can pull up the link while you guys are graphing. Give me a second here. So, yeah, so this is kind of it's kind of funny because sometimes I'll put at the very bottom, who had spider eyes, and of course that's a Minecraft joke because you can eat brains and spider eyes and stuff to survive, but the kids just find that funny. And there's always one student who'll actually put up his hand, so I'll actually put one head there. So.
Gotta represent that one student.
Yeah. So I'll put it in here,
There you go.
Mike, and then you can share it if you like, however you want to share it. It's in the chat window.
Somebody,
Oh,
who is doing that?
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
sorry. Follow me.
Yeah. Typically, I'll actually only call 4 kids up here, so there won't be like 5 of you that are breaking each other's work. All right. So let's head over here. Let's head over to the. We're gonna head this way now, the path. And what we want to do is now I want you guys to collect your own data. So remember, we're all about the fishing tournament here. So you guys are going to create your own fishing rod. So please go through one at a time. In any one of these gates, just walk through, and it will give you the materials that you need to create a fishing rod. Over here is the crafting recipe. You'll see the big 9 or 3x3 blocks. That's the crafting recipe for making a fishing rod. So go ahead and use the crafting tables and make yourself a fishing rod. Right-click to open up the gate, Michelle.
Fishing rod.
Yeah.
And then just walk right through, Rachel. There you go.
Interestingly enough, I got the 2 strings, but not the rods.
So just go back
Okay.
through and try it again.
But
there we go. I got it.
I don't have my book. How am I supposed to make this fishing stuff?
What book? It's right there. Right there. See this thing here that I'm saying?
Where?
Right here. See,
Find
look for
it
Green
there.
Lantern.
Let
Right
me
here.
look.
Oh, look.
Excuse me.
Right above you. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Just
Very
put the
good.
materials in that pattern and you'll be able to make a fishing rod.
Okay.
So what I'm doing by doing this, I could have easily, just like I gave you guys the Chuck Norris heads, I could have easily just given you the fishing rod, right? Problem is that would be taking away from part of the mechanics of Minecraft, what the kids love about it, and that's the crafting. They love to craft. So Michelle just crafted a beautiful fishing rod and then threw it at Rachel.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So now Rachel has her fishing rod.
Nice. That's lovely.
All right.
Come on, give it back.
Okay.
How do I throw it back?
The T button. Put it in your hand and hit the T
Yeah,
button
I
and
don't
it'll
know.
drop
Okay, hold on. And I only got. Okay, wait.
it. You just dropped everything
Put
in
it-
your inventory.
Uh-oh. 2, 4,
All right.
5, 6.
It looks like Sean
Where are
and
you?
Mike are off to going. So what I'll actually do, Peggy,
Where
if
you
you're
at,
listening,
Michelle?
take
T-button.
a close look at this when you download my map.
Yeah, right there.
This may not work
Oh, I
in your.
can't pick
Oh
it
no, it
up.
will work in my map that you
Oh, I
download.
have it now. Thanks, Rachel.
So this
You're
is a
welcome.
timer. Anybody watching? Here's the timer. You turn it on or off. First, hit this button to set the objectives, and then either 30 seconds or 300 seconds or 120 seconds. So I'll do this with the kids. Now, if you notice on the right side of our screen, you see timer 120. When I start this, you now have 2 minutes to finish fishing. Go. Catch as many fish as you can in 2 minutes.
Okay,
What
did I
I'll typically
not
do with my
something?
kids is do the 5-minute one, but I'm sorry.
I think
Let's
I
see,
didn't
Megan.
do something because I don't have any sticks.
Okay, so go back through and step over that gray plate.
Hey, Shane.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
have like 6. It says I have 6 sticks, and it's only letting me place it in one block. I don't know what I
Okay,
did.
so you can place individual ones by right-clicking.
Oh,
so
that's right. That's right. Okay.
And
Individual.
actually, you can actually right-click, Rachel, which was what you did earlier. Right-click and drag it, and it'll actually drop one in each square that you want it in, instead
Oh.
of one at a time. That's just a speedy way of building things.
But now I'm out of sticks. Hold on.
Nope, you have 5 still in
Oh,
that one.
I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
there you go. And then just need to split your string in half.
Okay.
Two
Oh, I
fish.
see.
There you go.
Excellent.
2 fish already. Woohoo!
Okay.
So what the kids are doing now is, as far as I'm concerned, within Minecraft, they're now creating their own authentic data. Okay? I'm not just giving them a table and saying, go ahead and graph these numbers. They have no meaning to you. They have no relevance to you, but just go ahead and graph them anyway because I said so. They're only graphing what they're able to collect now as far as fish go. Because we're going to go later on and make a pictograph as a group that show how many fish we caught. Then you can do anything from there. Once you got that, you can do mean, mean, and a mode. range. You can do all kinds of things.
Hey, I got a fish.
Look
Right
at that.
away this time.
And of course, with a class of 30, I'll actually have them all spread out. I'll tell them to spread out anywhere around the lake that you see sand. So if you see sand, you can stand there and fish from it. You okay, Megan? You're dropping all your stuff over here.
Am I? Okay, wait, let me figure this out.
Let's see if Megan's screen. Okay, let me look at Megan. Okay, so here, you don't take two of those strings. Okay. There you go. There you go. Now put the string down.
Okay.
Your inventory. Put it down. There you go. Now pick up your fishing rod and put it in the bottom bar.
Okay.
There you go. Good. Now to fish. Yeah, there you go. Okay, now to fish, you're going to right-click, have the fishing rod in your hand, which you will have. So you know how to get to your fishing rod in your hand, right? By using the number keys, or by using your mouse button, your mouse wheel. There you go. Now just right-click on the water. And when you see the bobber go down into the water, go ahead and right-click it again, and it'll pull out a fish.
Can I stand on the sand?
Sure you can. Yep, spread out. You guys don't have to stand on the dock. You can spread out.
Go away from me. Okay, there we go.
Okay, so of course our timer went way over. We're actually minus now. So what I would just do is
then
timer, and then it turns it off.
What do I do after I throw it out?
Now it's patience. Now it's a waiting game. See this little brown bobber at the end?
Yeah.
Wait till that thing goes into the water and makes a splashing sound, and then you right-click it again to pull the fish out.
Okay.
And you know what? As adults, I sit here and I was like, "Oh my God, fishing is so boring." The kids, they just loved it. They're like, "Oh my God, I got another one!" They were so excited about it. It was amazing. So let's go ahead and give you about 10 more seconds, I guess.
Okay, I just want to let Peggy know out there. I'll put the link to Shane's downloads in the event page, and it should also be in the show notes already. But I'll verify that later on, and we'll make sure that link is available for everyone.
Great. All right. So everyone's had a chance to fish, yeah? Megan, did you catch anything?
I caught 2, yes.
Awesome. All right. Let's head back this way. So let's all head back this way.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to come back. We're going to actually start breaking up into groups and doing our graphing. So we'll just wait for Sean and Michelle, and who's missing here?
How do I get my rod back in? I just
right-click again. Pull it in, Megan. There you go. Nope. Right-click.
What's happening?
I don't know. You're spamming all over the place. So right-click once and then just walk away.
Right-click.
Okay. Don't hold the right-click mouse button. No. Just right-click.
No, I don't have a mouse. I'm using the.
You're doing what Rachel was doing earlier. She was flinging
She
her
got a mouse?
fishing rod all over. She
I
found
went and got a
yeah.
mouse. Yes.
Yeah. All right. So for you guys, we'll wait for Megan.
I'm gonna get a mouse.
Come on over in here. So here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna break up into groups. Normally I have 33 kids in my class. That's why there's so many of these. But you guys can just go here on number 4, and maybe actually let's have Mike and Rachel graph on number 4, and Sean, and the rest of you can graph on number 5 over here. Michelle, come over, graph over here. So again, remember to put your fish in your hand. Put your fish in your hand, and you're going to right-click into the center of that item block, not left-click. Left-click's going to pop it off the wall.
Okay.
And then you're just going to keep graphing until you run out of fish. All right. Oh, Sean, good. And if you want to put your name, there's a chest there with a sign. You can put your name beside all your fish. So like Mike just did and Sean just did. So. Very nice. Look at you guys, like experts. Oh, somebody missed their first slot, so make sure you put a fish in there.
Oh.
There you go. Go ahead, Rachel.
How do I get a sign? Oh, I got it. I got
It
a
automatically
sign.
gives
Did
you
you threw me a sign?
Nope.
Oh.
Remember, it's that command block mechanism, right? So every time you
that's
open up a chest, it automatically gives you items if I wanted to give it to you. Megan, are you okay? Are you still spamming
I'm
over
okay.
there?
I am, but that's okay.
Okay.
I got
You know
my.
what? Just take the fishing rod out of your hand. Pick something else.
Okay.
There. Now just walk away.
Okay.
Now
There we
walk
go.
towards me here. Walk towards me. There we go. Okay.
Interestingly enough, I can't seem to get the fish on the board.
By right-clicking on the center of that item, of the item frame?
Yeah, for some odd reason.
Let's see.
Oh, whoops.
I caught 64 fish. No, I didn't. I just cheated. Nope, it should work. Go right in the very darkest part of that and just right-click.
Yeah, I'm going right to the dead center, and I'm right-clicking.
Try maybe down here. You might be too far away, so try move closer.
Real close.
Yeah. On the top row, you
Oh,
have to.
there we go. Yeah, I was too far away.
There you go. Yeah.
Boom.
So
All right.
again, authentic. They're graphing. Rachel just put her name tag somewhere, just randomly.
Ah, love it.
Oh no, one of my fish went on the wrong spot. Oh well.
It's okay. Again, they're not. If the kids would be like, "Oh, but that you missed one, so that only counts as 3." So they'll correct each other. Not a big deal. The point is that they're understanding that what's on there is being represented by what's being put in those frames.
How do I get my fishing rod back?
You want your fishing rod? Oh, once it's in there, you're out of luck. Sorry. Unless you break
okay.
it. Yes, but I don't know.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. It's okay. As long as you understand the mechanics of it. And like I said, we would have practiced this before we came into the world. All right, so that was the basics of pictographing. And just as a point of interest, whoever's screen sharing, I guess, Michael, if you want to screen share this part. And go ahead and right-click on this orange block. If kids are having trouble understanding how to interpret a pictograph, what I've done is I have incorporated some links in these info blocks. So if Michael goes ahead and clicks on that Google link, it should ask him, do you want to open up a web page?
Yep.
Okay, and then it's going to say, if he says yes, it's going to go to a...
I'm not going to click on it because I think it's going to lag my computer out.
Okay, yeah. It will then go to a... It's just a link that I've linked to LearnZillion's video on pictographs. But what the interesting part of that is that you can incorporate internet web-based type resources into these lessons through Minecraft. So I could have put up a picture, I could have put up a diagram, I could put a video up, I could have put just a reading web page up, whatever it is. So imagine if I was to put up a picture of something and tell the kids, okay, now build me that house that was just described in that paragraph.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Or see what kind of
Yeah,
things
I
they've
like
done.
that one.
Here's a small scale house. I want you to build it at twice the size or 3
Exactly,
times the
Sean.
scale.
You got it. Yep.
Oh, neat.
I mean, you can do it's basically just open up the entire internet through Minecraft.
I love it. Even like it's in the primary colors. Build it in the secondary colors or tertiary colors.
Exactly.
Right?
Yep. You got it. Great. Okay, so let's move on to the second activity. Again, I use my info blocks to give the kids the questions and the directions. I don't talk to them much other than just keeping people on task, like having Megan not fish for 1,000 times and spam.
Well, that's
things
good.
like that.
That means kids are able to do this at their own pace,
Yes.
and you're only dealing with the kids who really are in need of
my
help, right?
Yeah. All right, so let's go walk around the lake. If you feel very adventurous, you can hold the spacebar down and walk, and it'll cause you to swim.
And I'm lost. Where'd you all go?
I jumped into the lake, and I'm holding my spacebar down and holding W. Oh, sorry, go back out. Is that you sharing, Michael? Is that your screen?
Yeah, where am I going?
Yep, go through there. And you see us in the mini-map? You see our heads disappearing?
Oh, yep, I see. Okay.
There you go. So I teach the kids to use that mini-map real fast because they can find out where all the other kids are going and all that kind of stuff. And all right. Oh, you guys went right through the water. Look at you. Such good students. Even Michelle, who needed to go around the edge of the water last time, I'm impressed. Look at that.
Good teacher.
All right. So this will be the second task. Again, remember that each of these lessons that you're going to is probably 2 days at least, to go through.
Lesson takes about 2 days.
Yeah. So this guy will tell you you're on the right path. Follow the light. Well, the only light I see around here are these torches. So let's follow that.
Follow the light. Talk to me, Archer.
Notice I capitalized Y and O. I don't know why I did that.
He has a glowing bow and arrow. I want
Yes,
a
he
glowing
does.
It's enchanted.
Power 4. This guy tells you, welcome to the trainee, Mr. A. He'll actually say your name if you right-click on him. Work hard and listen well. All right. Here we go, the archery range. Now, the focus of this, the kids think the focus of this is the archery range. The real focus of this is graphing line plots in Minecraft. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fly up here as the teacher. I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to give you guys some items. Please don't play with them right now. Just wait, be patient, and I'll explain how they're used. All right, if all of you can come over here, and just because I'm going to give you one extra, I'm going to give you 2 extra arrows because I'm such a nice teacher today, and you're such a good class. So there you go.
Thank you.
All right. Oh, and Here's the practice arena. Basically, you're going to right-click and hold down until you get full power on your bow, and then let go at the target. And you're going to try to hit that little brown square in the center. All right, look at you guys. Like you've been practicing or something.
Okay, I haven't been. So
Okay, Megan, you're going to need to put the bow in your hand, not the arrow.
bow in my hand, not the arrow.
Yeah.
3.
And then because you don't have a mouse, Rachel sat here This was the point where Rachel was frustrated enough to go find a mouse in her house somewhere.
Yep.
What do I have to do?
Incredibly hard to do. I don't know the Mac commands that'll allow you to hold the right mouse button down. So
Hold the
okay,
right
try not to take too many shots because you're gonna run out of arrows. I'll tell the kids only take about 2 shots, but that's okay. Because we can just do this. I can do slash clear
24 arrows.
all gone. And then I'll come up here. Okay, no more practicing. Now, here's what you're going to do. I want you to partner up, and I want you to go into one of the booths, one of the archery ranges. There are 12 targets. You have 12 arrows. You and your partner will work together. One of you will take shots,
Who is
and
this?
then while the other person watches.
Hey, Sean.
Hey, Rachel.
Okay?
I'm going with the teacher.
All right. Megan, you can come here with me.
So
And then-
we're trying to shoot the boxes again, right?
You're trying to shoot the boxes again, and what you want to do is you want to create a fraction when you're done. So if you have 6 positive hits, 6 lights up, you got 6 out of 12, 7 out of 12. That's your goal for the end of this. Okay? And I'm going to give you 120 seconds to finish this. So you better take all your shots as fast as possible. Well, not as fast as possible. Be careful, but don't waste time.
Why is it
There you
not?
go.
Wait.
You have now 115 seconds. Okay,
Ah.
so you're looking up, Megan. You wanna see, that's the thing I think about the right mouse button. See how I can hold mine? Look at my arrow. See how it's shaking? Because I'm
Yes.
using all my strength, and I let go. See how much faster mine shoots than yours? That's the difference between holding it down and just right-clicking. There you go. Now you're doing it.
All right.
Oh,
Okay,
Mike,
so
you're
everybody
good.
watching, please make sure Mike's not cheating.
You guys have a lot of experience shooting arrows.
It's really fun for the kids to work in teams like this because they'll actually be all excited and So again, we don't necessarily need to take the entire 120 seconds, but you guys get the idea of what they're going to come up with. They're going to come up with a fraction of successful hits.
Ooh, let's see.
Okay.
How many more arrows you got, Rach?
I'm not sure because I thought I just shot one and then it went gold and then it went not gold again.
And then don't forget, you guys should be taking turns, not
Yeah.
shooting. One person should shoot 12 arrows, and then the next person should shoot their 12 arrows. So
I think I only shot like 3 so
Oh.
far, maybe
All
2.
right. No worries, Rachel.
Oh, sorry, Mike. I didn't wait.
Okay, Sean, are you going right now?
Actually, I wasted all my arrows already.
Oh wait, okay, so I'll
So
go.
you guys are just going to make up fractions that you actually had.
No. I'll tell you how many we had before they went black again.
All
Yeah,
right,
why are they
that's
going black again?
Oh, yeah, I don't have
Because
any
the arrows will despawn, and you actually want that. That's why I used wooden buttons instead of stone buttons. Stone buttons, the arrow would stay there forever. But if you're trying to have the kids do this and then reset it real fast, you want the arrows to fall off.
Gotcha.
So that's why. The other way to get it to turn back to black is, of course, to just go and pick up the arrow. But since you guys can't get in there, you can't turn it off.
Okay,
Anyway,
I got
okay,
9
so
out of 12.
Let's say we
9
got.
out
All right. So take a fraction. Everybody, come on back out here to the center area.
Okay.
Okay. Now again, I'm explaining all this so you don't have to read these info blocks. But a lot of the times I would just have the kids be doing this. So, everybody, show me. Look at me. Look at the teacher here. Show me that you have your blue block in your hand. Your blue block with the X. Looks like the one I'm holding.
Got it.
Okay. Michelle, are you okay? There you go. Okay,
Yes,
come on over here
sorry.
with us. No worries.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just switching back and forth from teacher to actually, co-workers. All right. So now what you're going to do is this group is going to graph on this grid here. So Mr. Asselstine did it, and he wasn't very good. He got 3 out of 12. So I'm putting my X there. Go ahead and put your X where you got, whatever fraction that represents how many positive hits you had.
All right, Rach, let's take
On
the
this
middle one.
on this graph
Middle
here.
one?
Let's all do it
Okay.
on one graph for now, so we can
Oh.
see the data as one. In a class of 32, you'll have a lot of data to fill up all 3 graphs. But so Mike, come on over here. Come on over here and let's graph on this one that I'm standing in front of.
You want us to all to graph on one.
Yeah. So go ahead, Rachel. How many did you get?
I just think maybe.
What do I do? I right click?
Remember, they kept falling out.
So right-click on top of the white block.
I think 8, Rachel.
We got 8 all total together, though. Yeah. But not. I didn't know. Are we doing it individually? No.
12 out of 12.
When the kids do it, you would do it individually. For now, let's just say you both got 8. Actually, yeah, do that for me because I want to show you something. So go ahead, Rachel, put yours at 8.
Okay.
And then Sean, since you also got 8, how are you going to put your block up there? Because now you can't see the top of that block. There you go. Good. Now, if I had a bunch of kids, let's say a bunch of them were doing this, had got 8 out of whatever, right? Now, the kids that are up here can't just jump and show that. So that's why these ladders are here. If they climb up the ladder and hold shift, I can turn around and place my block here. And I do not need to have the kids in creative mode. That's why the ladders weren't there just for direct decoration.
Yes.
So now if you hold shift, you'll actually stop from climbing halfway up the ladder. You can turn around and look at where you're trying to graph and put your block there. Yeah,
Nice.
It's a pretty clever way of doing it. We did this. We had a brainstorming night one time with my PLC group, and they came up with these ladder ideas. I thought that's awesome because I don't want to put them in creative mode because then they can break data. But okay.
Yeah,
So-
I cut in really quick. We got a couple of new viewers. So just wanted to say hi to them and let them know that we're playing around in Shane's world. Right now we're graphing fractions. Oh, we're not. Well, yeah. Yeah, we're graphing fractions. Yeah.
We're graphing fractions on a line plot.
And if you're in the Q&A, Peggy did find the link to this world on the Minecraft EDU website, so it's up there in the Q&A. Thanks, Peggy. We'll get that added to the show notes if it's not there already.
All right. So, what you guys would look at now. So again, remember, I told you guys when we've talked before that the Minecraft part of it is the engagement part of the game, right? Getting them engaged in the learning and the data collection. But we'll actually sit now and stare at this and have a full-on discussion about what does this data show us.
That we're pretty good at shooting things.
Well, it tells me that maybe Mike isn't being so incredibly honest. I don't know.
If there's an outlier.
Yes, but it is true. There is an outlier, right? There's actually 2 outliers, I would say, in this. Mine, which was terribly bad, and Mike's supposed 12 out of 12. But we can then look at mode. We could look at median, right? We could look at, now that we've collected the data, we can have a full-on discussion. This is the point at which I would have them actually pull out their journals and start writing in their in-game journals. Show me the learning you've just done. Show me what you've learned.
Cool.
And they have no problem writing me 3-4 pages. I've had to tell kids, you're writing it a little bit too much, maybe. Just kind of be more concise about what you're trying to say. So, yeah. So that's the second activity on this map.
Shane.
Yes.
Why do you? What's with the numbers on the blocks over here to the left?
Oh, that's just to tell, like, if we were looking to see how many kids. Sometimes they have a hard time.
Oh, okay.
And it actually originally was 12, but then I thought they got confused between 12 students or 12 out of 12, right? So I cut it down to 10. So, yeah. Honestly, you probably don't even need those. You could probably take them out. It wouldn't be a big deal. I think originally I did create this as a bar graph, though. That's probably why, too. And then I switched it to this. I mean, this really, depending on what you have at the bottom, if I change this to a range of numbers, let's say I changed it instead of 1/12, what if I changed it to, say, 2 to 3, and then 4 to 6, and then 5 to 9, or 7 to 9? Then it becomes what? I mean, what are we graphing then? No one? No math teachers?
I don't know. It's a range because even if you do it just like this is what is it called, line plot? I mean,
Yes,
when I look
this
at
is
it,
a
I see
line
it as a
plot.
line plot.
Yep. But if
and
I was
then-
to do a range, it would become a histogram, right?
Histogram, yeah, the kind I don't like.
Yeah. Nobody likes those.
Nobody likes
They're
histograms.
awful.
But that's why I was wondering about the numbers on the side, because usually on line plot you just count to find out how many you count the blocks.
It was mostly just for visual to make it easier for the kids. And actually, somebody took out the 1 that was here. So
That was me.
I was like, wait, why is there no 1 there? But that's okay. All right. So let's all head over as a field trip. We're going to head over to the final activity, which is going to be fun for the viewers, I think.
Shane, while we're headed over there, I wanted to actually transition to that that question. I accidentally deleted something, I mashed something, but I also noticed there's this interesting ring around us in the mini map, and I'm wondering if that's something to keep the students penned in, so they don't decide that they're going to just go play. And I wonder how often you run into situations where students decide, yeah, I'm not interested in today's lesson. I'm just going to go explore and play around and those types of things.
Like
to be
me.
honest, Sean, never.
Really?
Honestly, I've done this for the 183 days that I've been teaching school this year, 4 classes a week. I've never had a student just decide they wanted to wander off. But if you see I don't know if you can see my screen share. I don't know how we manage that. But if you can look at my screen, I'm actually standing on those blocks you're talking about, Sean.
Okay.
And these are Minecraft EDU blocks. Okay. They are called border blocks, is what they are.
I see them.
Yep. So it prevents them from going past this. Okay. What it is I want them to feel like this is a completely open world. I can go anywhere. Yeah, it's great. But without giving them the actual complete freedom of doing that.
Okay, so that's very what is it? Hunger Games, kind of like the dome in a way.
Yes.
This world created, and you feel like you're in this open sandbox. You can go anywhere, do anything, but in reality, you're hemmed in.
Yes, pretty
and
much.
now that I think about it, you have this crazy control, just like the game master. Oh my goodness, I never realized,
how much
that
Hunger Games this really was.
is just like Hunger Games. Wait, which one is the chicken? Which one is the egg?
I think I've completely lost you guys. I have no idea where you went since I went flying up in the air. So. Oh, okay. I'm gonna teleport you guys back to the bridge. So here's another powerful tool of Minecraft EDU. I can just take all my students and say, all of you come here in one button. So you're now all where I want you to be. I'm sorry.
Wait.
And yes, you are now on top of each other, so spread out. And I'm going to quickly disconnect real fast and come back in because there is a vanilla Minecraft bug where when you teleport people, sometimes they disappear.
Oh.
And now I can see you well. Okay, so let's not go to the bridge. We're actually going to go through here. This looks like experiment in progress. Experiments in progress. Head east to the graphing lab for information. All right, so let's head east, class.
Again, Shane, can you teleport me too, or no?
Oh, yep,
I'm
sure
the teacher
one. Oh, that's why. Okay. I was like, I hit all students, but that was Rachel or Michelle?
Yeah, that's me.
Rachel.
Rachel.
Oh, okay, there you go. Yeah. I saw Michelle's name there, but I thought, no, she's a student. But okay, good. Let's all follow the torches again. Same pattern as before.
Follow the torch. Okay.
Yep. Follow the torches through the forest. All right. Looks like Sean's here first.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
So I noticed there's a female. I'm guessing Dr. Magnus is a female because the way her hair goes down her shoulders. Very
Long
interesting.
hair.
Long hair.
But other than that, you can't really tell. I could have called her Dr. Susan Magnus, maybe. I don't know her. Okay, so not everybody's here yet. Let's go find some trailers. Who do we got here? Michelle. Keep going, Michelle. Good job. And who else are we missing? I didn't see Rachel, unless she's invisible to me.
Am I invisible? Because I'm over here by a vertical building.
Okay,
I see all you guys.
You may be just you're invisible to me. So, all right. So what we're going to do today here is practice vertical building practice area. So walk to talk to one of these doctors, and they will give you a stack of 64 clay blocks, and then I want you to find a pad. All right. Take a look at this tower here. What you're going to do is recreate this tower using your blocks. You have to build all 4 pads at the same time. Holding the shift button will cause you to not fall off your pad. And jump building, which some Minecraft experts call nerd polling, which is just jumping and building at the same time, is the best way to do this. So go ahead and just build for me a tower. And if you're worried about falling off, make sure you're holding the shift key down.
Now I've noticed there's actually 2 towers. I'm wondering if we're to recreate 2 or just one of them.
No, just one. It was more for symmetry. It was bothering me that it was only on one side. It was my OCD kicking in.
Oh, you have to build on all 4?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Are you in creative mode? Oh, you are? Okay.
Michelle, tell him you're allowed to fall down because you can. You're not in creative mode though. But you are in Minecraft EDU mode. You can't die.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
But you are in Minecraft EDU mode. You can't die.
Oh, okay.
There you
I
go.
can't die.
I have a
Oh,
feeling
that
Michelle's got a
takes out the
really
fun.
building
That
for
takes
you.
off the fun. That.
Yeah.
Okay, so this exercise is basically more or less just teaching the kids the skills they're going to need to do the next graphing activity. So what they are creating is actually the graphing part, the bar part of the bar graph. Okay, and what they're going to do is actually do it using wood.
It's like a mini map. How do you get the mini map?
X.
Hey Shane,
Hit the X button.
I have an. Oh,
X.
okay.
Alright, I might have gotten. No.
X button there, I think.
Yeah. Good job, Sean. Good job. You got up here quick.
I'm a nerd polar extraordinaire.
Yeah. Subliminally, I don't know if it's subliminally or not, but I do tell the kids that this is a great way when you're playing survival to get away from monsters.
It's really uneven.
Just build straight up.
Well, you say that, but we've had some
I need to get
challenges,
that up there.
and we've had a couple students actually win the challenges because of this tactic.
Right. Yep. Exactly. And it's funny how many of them don't really think about it until I show them. Like, that makes all that kind of a sense. Spiders can't get up there. Zombies can't get you. And if you're high enough, the skellies can't shoot you with arrows. So I'll do this for about a
how do
couple
I
of
get
minutes
back
to
up?
practice.
I fell down.
Megan, you fell down. It's okay. Did you practice enough? You feel comfortable building?
Yes.
That's okay. That's all we want. And I would tell the kids that too. If you fall down, it's okay. We just want to get you practice building like that. All right. So when you feel comfortable, come on down. And don't forget you can't die, so just go ahead and jump off. Jump in, jump down, and head over to me here. We're going to do today is we're going to experiment on the efficiency of axes in Minecraft. Now, I'm sure all of you have your own opinions about what the efficiency is, but we're going to actually prove it through data and collection. So what I want to do happen here, let's see, let's split the class up. Mike and Megan, can you go to the control side, please? So come in here. Yep, come right in here. Pick one of the pads. Anywhere from 1 to 16 you can pick. And go ahead, Sean, I want you to come to the experimental side. And Michelle, I want you to come to the control side. And when we get Rachel, you can go to the experimental side. Actually, Mike, can you switch over to the experimental side too? That'd be great.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm going to relog real quick again because I can't see Rachel, and I think she's making faces at me. So.
No. I was still building and you guys all left me.
I won't be teleporting anymore for you, so it'll be okay. All right, so remember which number you're at, okay? So remember which number that you're at, because you're going to build on those pads all the time, okay? What we're going to do is, first you're going to collect wood with your bare hands. So what I'm going to do is clear your inventories now so you have nothing that can distract you. Okay. There we go. And I'm going to give you nothing. I'm going to start the timer. When the timer goes, control group, that would be Megan and Michelle. Do you see where I'm flying right now?
Yes.
Okay. In this building, there's a bunch of wood for you. It's a huge building full of wood. You're going to go in there and chop your wood from there. Got it? Michelle, do you see me?
How do I get in the building before you start?
You would just come walk over here and walk straight down, right into it.
Okay.
Okay? All right. The other three people who are my more advanced players or seem to be with movement styles, what you three are going to do is you're going to go out into the forest. You're going to be my group that goes into the forest. Like wood. You are going to have to be doing a lot of moving and a lot of running.
Oh boy.
All right? Okay. So, bare hands, 90 seconds. Here we go. Ready?
Wait. You
Yes.
want us to run it? You want us to run into the forest and chop down wood?
You got it with your
Okay,
bare
I'm
hands.
going. All right.
Well, not now. Wait till the 90-second goes, Peter.
Okay.
I will tell you that if you don't walk downstairs, you can't get on the platform. You can
Oh my
go
goodness.
now. Go. Chop as much wood as you can in 90 seconds. Go.
I can't go down that way.
Yep, that's why I said you have to go downstairs, Peters. Rachel's still determined to get down that way. You have to go downstairs.
What?
The stairs, Rachel.
Oh
Come
my
over here.
goodness. Where's the stairs?
Right here. You've
Okay,
now
I'm
wasted
coming.
20
I'm coming.
seconds. Okay, I'm going to come check on my group in here. Good. You guys just chop as much wood as you can with your hands. Don't forget to collect it. Walk into it to collect it.
Where's the stairs?
There you go. Good. Keep going. 90 seconds. 50 seconds. 55 seconds. You got it, Rachel. You can go. You got it.
Okay.
Rachel's like, I want to be in the control group.
Yeah. Wait, I'm trying to chop wood. Why isn't it letting me chop it? Hold on. What is he doing?
Should be.
Okay, here.
Sean, you're getting wood, right? Left
Yes, sir.
click, Rachel, and just left click and hold until the wood breaks.
Oh, left click and hold.
Hold it. Yep,
Okay,
hold it till
hold
it breaks. There you go. There's your first
Alright.
piece of wood. Now keep going. Okay, 24 seconds. At the end of the time, I want you to stop chopping and I want you to
Are
come
you
back
learning,
to the
Mom?
pads.
No.
Look at you two going.
Another thing.
All right, so what we're going to be able to see is what we should see is some differences. We discussed this in class. We talked about what do you think's going to happen, and what do you think's the problem between the two control group and experimental group. And the kids are pretty articulate. Oh, Rachel's placing her wood.
Oh,
now.
I placed the wood.
She's getting
Oh,
minus
my
wood
God.
now. Okay, so we're on minus 9 seconds. Sorry, let's go ahead and stop and head back to the graphing part.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
reset this timer. Let's all head back here. Now, in front of your pads, you will see. In front of your pads, you will see an info block. See, like the one I'm standing on here, right? I want you to right-click on it. We're going to enter this data before you go, so everybody knows how much wood they collected, right? Take a look in your bar. You should see how many wood blocks you have. Okay. I want you
Hey,
to
guys.
right-click on this
Oh, sorry.
and open that link at the bottom. It's going to open up a Google Excel spreadsheet. I want you to enter your name, what station you're at, and the data that how much wood you collected with your bare hands. And I'm going to be watching the Google Doc to see if you log in. Okay, I see 2 students already. Good job.
How do I see my inventory again?
E button.
Oh, 18. Okay.
Good. All right, so for instance, if I was at station 1, I'd put station 1, student would be Shane A, and I got 10 pieces of wood in my bare hands. So I want you guys to follow that pattern.
Do we have the ability to edit the document?
You should. No?
Because I'm double-clicking on it trying to...
Okay, hang on. Oh, that's my bad. How do I fix that?
Just go up to share and
Got
then
it. Yeah.
make sure that you choose.
Can view, can edit. There we
There
go.
you go. I'll take the green.
There you go. Okay. You're all good? Can you do it now?
I think we might have to actually reload it.
Oh, okay. Maybe
Yeah, I think it's
refresh.
Already in there.
Sorry,
Refresh.
my bad.
I'm going to screen share the...
The spreadsheet. Any luck, Sean? No?
Yeah, it's working now.
Okay, good. There you go. I see you. I see your green box.
Do I have to sign in to?
You shouldn't need to.
Okay.
I mean, you could just do it anonymously. I see just anonymous people in here, so. All right. Very good. Okay, and then when you're done with that, you can go to your pad, and you may start building your wooden tower.
And you want us to do it in a like 4 at a time?
Exactly the same. Well, I mean, you're just going to build it, but you want to do 4 at a time because what if you build 1 at a time and then you run out of wood, right?
Yeah.
So we want to see a solid 4 pillar is what we want to see. So.
I just put bare hands and how many I
And how
got.
many pieces of wood you collected? Yep.
Okay.
There you go. And then probably you don't want to close this document because between every time we're going to come back to it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Rachel, are you okay? Mike, you
Yeah,
okay?
I think I entered everything.
Okay. Yo, sorry,
Yeah.
not Rachel. Megan and Michelle, are you okay?
I'm
Did
still
yours work?
loading. I tried to load on a different. It opens up in a. It opened up in Firefox. That's why.
Oh, okay. You have Firefox as your default browser. They're going to take all your Google stuff away.
Okay, here it's better now.
So, you guys can continue. I guess we can screen share, Mike, whatever you want to screen share. So I'm running out of time. But what I would do then is I would have them go through a stone axe, a wooden axe, a stone axe, an iron axe, a gold axe, and then a diamond axe. And then we would just discuss the data. What they will find is a shocking result when they get to gold. Because in theory, it should progress and get more and more wood, right, based on the tools that you use till you get to diamond.
Yeah.
But gold does not. They find a very interesting result in gold.
Interesting.
Yeah. And
Well,
it's very clear. Like when you see the graph, it's very clear what you're seeing. So.
I love how you pattern the floor
Yeah.
with the same materials they'd be building out of to really give them a sense and idea of what they should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then what we can discuss too is we can discuss control group versus experimental group, because in theory the control group across the board should have more wood than the experimental group. So.
Provided they're of equal ability. You know.
Right, yeah. And I wouldn't have split them up. I only put Michelle and Megan on this side just because it's closer. And I think they were having trouble moving around too quickly. So I wouldn't do that with the regular class. I would just have them randomly mixed in. So. And then on the spreadsheet, what you can see is if you look at the second page, the second tab, it actually starts filling in all of your data.
Yeah, I love the automatic chart.
Yeah, it's just awesome. Yeah, so that's pretty much, that would have taken 6, 7, maybe even 8 classes to finish.
Wow.
Depending, because if we did some more stuff with the data and all that kind of stuff and documentation. And you okay, Megan, because you're spinning around looking at the sky. I got to check on my kids, I got to make sure they're all in the same spot.
Okay.
And then, of course, you would have them journal again about what they learned in these situations.
Mm-hmm. So you can imagine, Sean, like when you see this, you keep going, and you're graphing. I mean, it's how much more authentic is it? What is Rachel doing? She's just digging a hole.
I was trying to see, like, if I go into the... There's an X.
There's always one.
Okay, wait. I'm going to go back out, and I'm going to fill it up. Don't worry. But
Okay.
there's an X. You only let me dig down twice.
That is this is another Minecraft EDU block. So the circle is a build allow block. The X is a build disallow block. So you can't build where I've put that. Right now, student building is on, so you guys can build wherever you want. But when it's turned off, you can't do that. So.
Okay. Did I get trapped down here?
If I turn this off and you try to build in that dirt, Rachel,
yeah.
You can't even break any of the dirt now. I bet.
Okay. Am I stuck down here too?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Jump out.
Okay. Hold on.
Sometimes you just have to teach those naughty kids a lesson.
Oh my God.
But so what I was saying, Sean, is if you think about like take a step back and take this entire graph in, right? Like here, let me put your creative mode on for you guys, and then come back and take a full look at this map. And imagine, hang on there, survival, creative. There you go. Now you guys can fly. And imagine this full of wood and grass.
Wow.
I mean, you know what I mean? That's just going to be awesome. And then the fact that it automatically relates to, providing they put the proper data in, to the chart they're seeing in Google Docs.
Exactly.
Because what you would see, how it's in the Google Docs when it says bare hands, after we did the iron, it'll show up as iron, and then, you'd see all the different bars, and it becomes huge. I mean, it's way more fun than just doing a worksheet.
I agree.
So I know we're running out of time, Mike, so wherever you want to go from here, I guess.
Yeah, we're at the 9 o'clock mark, so that's we're pretty much out of time for that, but that was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed that.
Definitely.
Yeah, this is really cool. And again, this world that Shane built's available via his Minecraft EDU site. And Peggy said that she added the site link to our show notes.
Great.
So we gave Peggy access back in the episode 18 or 19. So she put that link into the show notes for us. So for any of you viewers out there that want to try out this map for yourself, it's there to download for free, thanks to Shane. And just a quick shout out to Anne Torrige. She's watching us live right now. She said her daughter's quite intrigued with the way that are using Minecraft right now.
Great.
And it's pretty awesome stuff. But yeah, thank you so much for allowing us to jump into your world, Shane. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
This is
like sharing, so.
I mean, I really get a sense of how engaged students would be in this as they're learning, how fun it can be.
Mm-hmm.
Really cool stuff.
Yep.
So I do have a question.
Yeah.
How long did this world take you to build?
Well, I'll tell you what. This world first started with this graph you guys are working on right now. Everything else was added. So here's the beauty of Minecraft maps for those of you, for instance, I know Megan, why you're asking because you guys are starting. It's okay to just build a section of the map. Your school is going through construction right now. Couldn't they just build one building and let you move into it and then build the next one and the next one, and you would still be able to function, right? So don't feel like you have to have a fully complete map ready before you teach the kids in it. Get a portion of it ready, and then just build as you go. You know, I have a map that's called my Egypt Adventure, and I built that map over the course of maybe 6 weeks, but I built each part of the lesson for that week like a couple of days before and tested it out, and eventually came this huge map where there's like 12 lessons in this map now. But I only built it one at a time.
Okay, so like sections of it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. Don't feel like you have to build it all at once.
Or like the whole solar system.
Right. Yeah. Like,
Right.
I would have probably.
Like
I probably would have started.
Yeah, go Rachel. We got like 2.5 weeks left of school. Yep, we got it. It's
But
good.
you know, I almost
I should have let your kids build that by hand.
Oh man.
Well, that's what I think.
Yeah.
You know, if you get kids who have gone through this process, you know, it's quite possible to recruit some of them and to have them come in, sit down with them, talk about what the concepts are, and have them go through the process of maybe putting together a couple of different ideas for what they think the world could look like, and have them build it.
Definitely. Yep. Mike, do you have? Can you extend for like 5 more minutes? 10
Yeah.
minutes? Okay, I'm going to disconnect you all and switch maps, but you're going to log into the exact same thing, MinecraftEDU, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to disconnect. I'm disconnecting. You guys can all disconnect too. Don't close the game, though. Just disconnect.
Okay.
I'm going to switch the map out real fast. And I want you to see what my creative side of my kids, like what Sean is talking about. I have actually a build team, and that's what they do, Sean. They, over spring break, summer break, Christmas break, they'll ask me, Mr. Asselstine, can we help build something with you this week, you know? And come on here, let's do something, you know. I have no problem with that at all. Let me just grab this map here. And I'm sorry, Peggy, if you're still keeping you awake. But it's worth it, I promise. Promise this one map will be worth it. So, all right, copy the map in there. All right. Starting up the server again right now. And this is something that my kids have come in for, like I said before, 51 days straight. The only reason I know, you see, it's each day I save the world again, and I have 51 versions of this map.
Wow.
So where's my...
Okay, that's really good because we've been doing that. You know, those are some things that maybe we need to write down tips. I'm sure you guys put it somewhere, but we kind of did that, didn't we, Michelle? For each day.
Sorry, server's back up again if you guys want to come log in.
You know, I went to an amazing presentation hosted by Douglas Kiang at last year's Schools of the Future conference, and it was all about gamifying learning. And one of the things that he was doing with his students was, you know, Minecraft as a bonding tool, as a building tool, but he actually talked about giving his students this survey, and I can't remember the name of the survey, but once I find it, I'll put it in the show notes from last show, if I can. But what was really neat is he found that there are 4 different types of students, or I should say 4 different types of gamers. There's the social gamers, the explorers, the achievers, and then the griefers. And he said what he did was he found out really early which one the griefers were, and he turned those kids into the beta testers.
Right.
So they were the ones who would always go in and he'd say, all right, go break this, go find this, go figure this, go do that. And so they'd use that destructive, rebellious energy to actually help with that.
Yep.
And I thought that was really neat.
I love it.
Yeah. So Sean, what I have, you know, and hopefully he doesn't watch this, but I have a student who has not been known as the most academic or cooperative student at all, as far as just in general, right? He's put in my build team. And I'll tell you what, he's the first person to raise his hand in class if someone needs help. He'll run over to them. Oh, like this. This is how you do it. He's just totally changed this year. You know, being on that build team, having what he values become valuable in class. You know what I mean? And it was huge. I mean, he's a great kid, you know. And so what you guys are seeing right now is this is the 51 days of work in creative mode.
This is awesome.
And this is kids from 8 years old to 12 years old. They were each given a plot of land and told, other than this plot of land, but someone did build this for me. I said, I need something for the spawn point because, you know, I want something nice built. So they built this for me, and then they're building buildings. They're building. If you go to the very outskirts of town, you'll see that it turns from downtown buildings to more like there's a baseball stadium somewhere in this city. Then there's farms all around the outside of the city. It's just amazing, you know. I mean, just I don't know what to say. It's, you know, I use it for lessons, but when they're using it, they just transform the entire thing. So
this is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it might get a bit laggy if we all ran in different directions because this is a huge map. It's 1,000 by 1,000 blocks. Like if you come over here, here's a section, and this is all built by girls. I'll show you this section here because, you know, a lot of people always ask me, well, girls aren't really interested in this, right? Okay,
I don't
really?
know where you're at.
I know. I'm gonna teleport you guys all here. So.
Northwest.
Northwest, yeah. Go northwest.
Oh, okay. I see you guys.
Yeah, there you go. I'm in Northwest. So, and this is houses all built by the girls. You know, they wanted to do housing. I don't know why these pigs are drowning, but don't just ignore that part.
Oh.
There's like
well, I
7
totally
pigs
understand. Everybody wants a house.
There's a horse over here, and I don't know why there's a horse on the street, but you know, you just look at it, and here's one of the things that really happened late in the year that I should have mentioned earlier. So come take a look at this house next door. Okay, so those ones are nice. You know, there's some nice details, but look how these ones seem to have transformed to something different. And what these kids were challenged with was go to Google and find what a nice house that you like and try to recreate it. And so now their design process was brought in, like external resources as opposed to just what's in their head. And there was even more transformation. I said, when I look at a fire station, it should look like a fire station. And they went and changed the whole fire station up. And they do this at their own time. So, I mean, it's just amazing.
Now, this is all creative.
Yes.
Which is interesting. You know, another thing that I've learned from Douglas Kang was the fact that within, you know, the first couple of hours of this, you know, the kids started to actually come up with their own rules, like their own society rules about what they should do and shouldn't do to each other's work, and you know what is art and what is graffiti. And he said there were some really dynamic conversations built around that because they had created this space where they needed to work together.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness, they made a chandelier. Let me get down there. Wait, I need to get in there.
There's
Where's
a
the
doorway
door?
somewhere, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, you're right, Sean. And I've actually been really lucky to work with Doug the last couple months, I guess. We've worked closer together, and we did the last Kamehameha schools, the one in Hilo. We did that conference together. We presented. He did more of the, you know, the learning side of Minecraft, and I did more of the practical, what I've been doing in class type sides. And you know, I learned a lot from him. You know, I learned about the focus and, you know, the difference between addiction and focus and flow and things like that. You know, talking about Daniel Pink's books and all that kind of stuff. And it's just amazing. You know, like I said, sometimes we just underestimate them so much that when they get an opportunity to do something like this. You know, I mean, come on, be honest. Anybody in this room could have built these things. I mean, I would have had a hard time my first couple of weeks in Minecraft, you know, my first month, my first half a year, basically. So the fact that these kids just jumped in here and like, oh, I know what I want to do. I want to do this and this and this. I want it to look like this. And they know how water reacts in the game. They know how, you know, what materials they wanted to use. You know, a lot of them have fountains. It takes practice. I tried playing with water my first day and I was like, oh, yeah, it's all over the place. I gotta start a map. But it's great, you know, and that's why I said I show you guys my academic sides, but I do give them opportunities to be more creative as well. Yeah. That's great. So hopefully that was worth 5-10 minutes. Actually.
I love
Amen.
it. I'm gonna try and build a chandelier.
You guys have any last minute questions before we end this for the night?
1,001 questions.
Is that a good sigh or a bad one?
Oh, that's I've got a new goal for this summer. I'm adding this to my goals for the summer.
What are these up at the top? Yeah.
Where are you at?
These
Okay. Oh, they're beacons. So if they were attached
beacons.
to material, like a certain material, they would actually shoot a huge beam of light up into the sky.
Oh.
But right now they're just using them as lights. So it's creative use of the actual materials that are around them too. So,
Wow, that's pretty neat.
yeah. There's a Vegas building over here somewhere, someone on the other side. This, by the way, what you're flying around on is just half the city. There's another other side of the river, so it's pretty crazy. So.
Oh, look at this building with all this water. I mean, crazy waterfalls coming down. It's a glass building with these this waterfall coming all over the place. That is beautiful.
Yeah. This guy is my, he was the very first student to come to me and be, I'll help you. So he was my little redstone genius, actually. He's pretty awesome. He totally took the ComputerCraft EDU programming and everything. He just takes it all in and goes crazy. So.
It's great.
All right,
guys. Well, let's end this for tonight. We're going to stop the broadcast for tonight. Thank you, everyone, for joining us live.
Good night.
Peggy's got a couple more resources she's sharing there, so we'll toss it into the show notes as well. And we'll talk about that next time. Thanks, Shane, very much for allowing us to explore the world. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. 3 times now.
All right,
You might get bored of me now.